Thank you for tuning in today to our movie review channel with the Van Clan movie reviews. The Van Clan movie reviews. Anyway, there's like dust balls everywhere. I'm fighting off little dust balls. Today we will be doing a movie review in comparison of the 1947 Nightmare Alley in the 2021 version of Nightmare Alley.
Originally a book.
Guillermo del Toro.
Do
you want to give a quick history? Give a quick book synopsis.
Okay, so the original Nightmare Alley was a book, and the author lived a very dark life. It's actually a really cool story. You should research on it. We don't have time for that here.
Ain't nobody got time for that.
Tyrone
Power.
Tyrone Power is actually an actor from the 40s, and he went to the studio and begged them to buy this script or the rights to this book so he could make it into a film.
My favorite Zorro, by the way.
And he actually played the role. They did the movie, they tested it, and it didn't test very well because it was really dark for his character. So they considered it a flop in the 1940s, and then I think they resurfaced it and put it back out later, and it did really well.
That was a history lesson.
So that was a quick history lesson.
Meanwhile, the writer of this and his wife, she ended up leaving him and going to her pen pal, I believe in London, and her pen pal ended up being C.S. Lewis. And remarried him and left her. So there's this whole backstory. You should look at it.
Really cool.
It's pretty
really
amazing.
Cool. So,
in short, I believe that the cast of the 1947 version did an amazing job.
Incredible job. Every single actor.
Yeah.
And so it was one man and three women who you would actually consider being the leads of it, and all four of the actors just killed it. I was very proud
Joanne
back
Blondell,
in 1947
Colleen Gray,
that
Ellen
there was
Walker,
three women
Taylor
who
Holmes,
stole the show. I mean, they were
Mazurki,
incredible.
And Ian Keith. It's a very small cast of actors.
Yeah,
If you think about it. It's not
really
many.
is. I thought that too.
Yeah.
Okay, and they killed it. It was a great movie.
Directed by Edmund Golding.
Check it out. And I would actually suggest checking it out before you watch the new one, just because it's fun to do that. That's what we like to do. And then you learn a little bit of trivia. And
you get to see the differences and choices that they made for the 2021 version, which are very apparent when you watch both movies. The first half of the 1947 version, while watching the 2021 version, I couldn't help but my brain kept going back to the beginning of the 1947 version and thinking, oh my gosh, they did this different. They made Xena, in the first one, have the relationship with Carlisle, and Ezra was the drunken husband who, I don't want to give anything away on both movies because the same thing happens, but they even played the deaths in both movies of certain characters differently. In the first one, it was very much like, if you think about it, Carlisle would have ended up killing himself because he took the wrong alcohol, and that was his alcohol that he was going to start drinking. So and then they totally flipped it in the 2021 version. So I'm giving away a little bit, but it's a spoiler free, so I won't get into any more details.
But cheers to all of the acting,
all the cast,
everybody, the direction,
incredible.
The script. I loved it.
Great job.
It was a great job.
It's well worth the watch today.
Do you want to rate that one now, or you want to do both at the end?
Let's do both at the end. Okay, now your thoughts on the new cast in the Guillermo del Toro version, and I'll read the actors out.
Okay, I loved it. I thought it was great. I thought it was well shot. It was a beautiful film. It was a period piece that, even the production design was incredible, which is always what I look for. The acting was amazing. The only thing that I will say is they took Toni Collette's character, who plays Xena, and they took a lot of her dialogue away from her and gave it to her husband, which in the 1947 one, she had all the dialogue and the husband had barely any. And they switched it in this one, which kind of confuses me because it was such a great, strong lead character for a female actress that I don't understand why they did that to Toni Collette. And maybe it was
I do know why. So
contract thing.
Pete played her husband. You mean because they maybe had her in short?
Yeah, maybe they didn't have her long enough, but any female female actress would have loved to have played that role.
No, I know, but you're focusing on, but what the writers did, I don't know if it had anything to do with Toni Collette. I think it had to do with, they took the 2021 version of this and gave Carlisle father problems and elder problems. Like he had this problem with anyone.
They wanted to keep the movie.
Right, so they made the relationship, instead
forward.
of being with Xena, they made it with Pete, her husband, who in the 1947 version was an alcoholic and could barely talk at all.
Yeah.
Whereas in this one, they took a lot of the lines away.
I get it. But it was just, it was unfortunate. I feel because Toni Collette is an amazing actress, and I wanted to see her more.
First half of the 1947 version, I thought, was done incredible.
Me too.
And I liked it better than the 2021 version. But from the midpoint of the 2021 version, for some reason, it just started ramping up, and I enjoyed it much more.
As soon as Cate Blanchett hit the screen.
Well, she says it was because Cate Blanchett hit the screen.
I love her.
I just think that they were able to do things more in the 2021 version that they couldn't do to tell the story in the old one.
Cate Blanchett's one of my favorite actresses.
Yeah, she's absolutely amazing.
Cheers
to Cate Blanchett. But Bradley Cooper did an amazing job as well.
Yeah, I mean, cheers to all the cast. It's an amazing script. I actually, because of this movie, I want to read the book now. I'm really curious to how the book is.
I will say that Mira, the wife in the 1947 version, plays her character much more loving and like played by Colleen Gray. She is so endearing in the 1947 version. She's starry-eyed to her husband. The support that's there for her, that they ended up ending the movie because they didn't want it to be so depressing, where she actually comes back and I wouldn't say saves the day, but she kind of saves the day. And that's a different version than the 2021 version. So we'll let you guys watch. Let me know your thoughts. I thought the 2021 version, we as a society can accept that a little bit more, even though like back in 1947 they're like, no, that's too depressing. Like we're like, yeah, shit happens. We get it.
Yeah.
So
it was a great lesson, regardless. I thought the both movies were really well done.
But Rooney Mara, I feel that she played her character a little harder, and I think she's an amazing actress, and she's amazing in this as well. I just feel that her choice towards Bradley Cooper's character, Stan Carlisle, is harder. She comes off harder and is like mad at him much sooner than the wife in the 1947 version. So I don't know if that's her choice. As an actress, she probably played it that way, but I kind of enjoyed the 1947 version wife.
I agree.
More so, not saying that she's 1947 version wife.
I agree.
More so, not saying that she's not an incredible actress. Mara is an incredible actress. I just like the choices that were made in the 1947
I
version.
agree. Cheers to agreeing.
Cheers.
We have to stop agreeing on absolutely everything.
Anyway, to wrap this up quickly, I would give the 1947 version a solid 8 and well worth the watch. If you haven't seen it, go check it out.
We are suckers, by the way, for old black and white films. We love them.
What's yours?
I would give it the same. I would give the old 1947 one an 8, and I would give the 2021 a 7.5.
And you stole my 7.5.
I know. Sorry. I didn't know.
So I would give the 2021 version a solid 8 too. And I thought about it, and it's because, like I said, I like the first half of the 1947 version, and I like the second half of the 2021 version. So if I'm going to give the 1947 version an 8, I'm going to give the 2021 version an 8. Who knows what they're working with.
I have a question. Overall, between the two films, which film did you like better? Just overall.
I enjoy, well, you have to enjoy an old classic for what it is.
I liked the 1947 one
better. I mean, like it set the bar. It's the original. You can't. Do you really beat the original? You can't beat the original. But with that being said, I mean, Guillermo del Toro, the color, the lighting, the actors, the costumes.
Well, but you didn't get to feel all that because the other one's black and white.
No,
but imagine if it wasn't.
But if it wasn't, still, the way they do movies and the lighting, everything. If the movie was terrible, it was still gorgeous to look at. So
it was. It was a beautifully done film.
That's our movie
Good job.
Great by both films. Guillermo del Toro. Nope. You say it. I want to hear you say it.
That
Cheers.
you want that you had
Del Toro. I guarantee you he has an accent when he says his name.
Anyway, check them both out. TCM, I believe, is 1947 version. DirecTV.
Oh yeah, and Hulu and HBO
Max,
is the one
for
today.
sure.
And it will be nominated for an Academy, guaranteed.